Let's roll for initiative. I'm giving Damocles a boon on his initiative roll, as he is invisible, and I'm giving you 2 boons as well, as you are out of sight and ready to go. Rhea, I'm not giving you a boon because you're kind of being bait, and you're trying to lure them in.
Is it a 6?
It's a D6, and add that to your D20.
Oh, well,
Okay.
22, my God.
22.
The thing is, I was kind of hoping to be a slightly bit more apart as it stands, but it's fine.
Yeah.
They'll be surprised.
Just let them engage.
Yeah. Okay, so the grunts have got a 7. So anybody's got 7 and above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? You've all got 7 and above. So
Yeah.
you've all pretty much got the jump here.
Because I rolled a 7 and I got +1.
No. Just
Just.
Nice.
Well, I don't want to look too ready for them.
No, exactly.
No.
They'll know something's up. No.
Okay, so with the ball in your quarters, the orc grunts are beginning to run out the cave. Who wants to go first, or are you all looking just to kind of let them have the initiative but retain it for the next round? Alternatively,
I want them to engage.
yeah.
So basically, I think you wait for them to engage so that they're tied up.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hold an action?
Yes, so on the first round, you can all decide you're going to drop behind the orcs. And then going forward, thematically it makes no difference, but effectively you let the orcs have the edge and then you're always acting after the orcs.
I think that makes
as you
more
go
sense.
forward.
If I run up to one and stab them now, they're not even going to leave the cave.
Yeah, and
Well,
that's
that's it. Could
yeah.
I, if they run up to the, once they hit, can I throw a spell?
You can hold an action,
Yeah.
and that action can be to do a fireball, and
Yes.
that retains your place in initiative, but it costs you stamina to do that. Or you can drop your
use
initiative, so you act with the group, and you lob the fireball afterwards.
Because I could just shoot one. That would be my held action, but I probably want to.
I never use my
That's my
stamina.
master.
Yeah.
I might as well, if everybody thinks it's a good idea, just get some damage on before.
Yeah, so
No.
what you can
No.
do...
No, get them. So the plan was they attack.
once they,
Yeah.
They come to you, and before
Yeah.
they attack you, so when they're in range with you, I lob a fireball.
Following the plan is your skill.
Yeah. Following the plan is my skill. Derailing the plan is your skill.
So I'm
Okay.
going to nominate to go after the orcs, basically. So once they've run up and engaged and attacked you, that's when
So-
I stab.
Yeah.
Would you rather I not?
Xander,
Wait.
you'll drop your initiative.
I'm now in the middle.
Galad, you dropping
we know
as
what
well,
the
so you
plan
go after the
was.
orcs.
It's now entirely up
And
to you
Rhea,
what you do.
you're dropping your initiative. So you go after the orcs.
Well, I'm going to interrupt them anyway. So
That's
You
fine.
can't interrupt
You've
them
got
all,
your
they've got-
reactions because you're not
yeah,
surprised.
at the moment I'm
But
basically.
your main action is after the orcs, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, Xander, you're the only person. Are you holding an action to do the fireball, or are you going to drop to be with the group?
I'm going to look at. Shall I do something, as you would say, cool, or follow the plan?
Perhaps wait until they've closed with the rear.
Cool. But yeah.
But I can do two. I can do like a.
Right.
You're not next to him.
Come on. What are you doing? I need an answer.
Once they get in range, I'm doing it. Once they get in range with Rhea, I'm going to lob a fireball so that they are at the edge. They're at the edge. It doesn't hit Rhea.
Yeah. So even though I'm going to do each grunt individually, they move
Yes.
as a group
Yes.
thematically. So as the group are about to engage Rhea before they get too close, so you're going to do your fireball, so you don't catch Rhea,
So
but you
I-
catch the group.
Okay,
just
because
as
this
they're about to
completely
engage.
changes what I do.
Oh, if it does come
No,
out,
it
No,
did.
it's
It
too late.
doesn't.
It's done.
It's done.
sorry.
Okay, so Xander.
There's a reason for plans.
Xander, you're going to be ahead of the orcs in initiative, but you're holding an action ready for when the orcs get close to do your fireball. Okay, so holding an action
It's a fireball though.
is 2 stamina.
Yes.
So, on your action, you hold, you cast the fireball, and you hold it in place. So cross off the spell points for the fireball. Then the orc grunts begin to close with you, Rhea.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is, as they close, before I go to individual actions, they are grouped, they're about to engage,
So
and
they
you
can-
lob the fireball. So Rhea,
So the big, and this is where thematically I just need to know. I've gone to have reach.
Can you attack
So what I want to do is, as they were closing, because they're charging, I'm assuming them being orcs.
Yeah.
That's when I grab my halberd and I set to receive. So that's all, but that is an interrupt.
Yeah.
So I have to spend stamina to set to receive.
Yes.
So I'm
You
still going
explained
to
you
do
got
that.
the blanket over, so I'm assuming one hand has already got your halberd ready.
Yeah.
So what happens as they come in? They come in. You set to receive
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So you're kind of slamming into them as they come in.
Yeah.
And then I can fire. Then I'll fire.
No, the fireball will happen before that.
Yeah. So if they
'cause
stop and they
you
don't
want
engage.
the grunts that close.
No.
Yeah.
And the set to receive is triggered when they enter your melee.
Yeah, so it's when your opponent's close. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got reach, so it's 10 foot.
No, the set to receive is melee.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you attack, you can attack up to 10 feet away.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I simplified the whole thing with reach weapons. Okay, so the orcs come charging out the cave. As they begin to close, Xander, you unleash a fireball. The mote of fire goes, and then there's an explosion, an eruption of flame everywhere. Almost takes you by surprise, Rhea.
Yeah.
Quite expecting that.
Where'd that come from?
So let's have the damage, and then I'll do my saving throws. And I
Everybody
believe
knows
it's
that
a
the plan
reflex
never
breath.
survives the first fireball with the enemy.
As soon as you get fireball, you use it, don't you? That's the rule. It's like, you can't not.
Oh, that's not
18.
bad. 18 fire damage erupts around the orc grunts. So I need 16s for their saving throws. They're not great against
Yeah,
breath
reflex
weapons.
breath, please.
So I got a fail, I got a pass, and then a fail.
Question: how far out of the cave were they?
I was
when
waiting
this-
until they were literally were not within. You couldn't get burned. I wanted them to get.
So they're
closer.
kind
They're
of
still there. That's
just
fine.
about
Yeah, I
to
wanted them to leave
engage.
the cave. I didn't blow them up in the cave.
No.
That was quite cool, I suppose.
It was rather.
Okay. So they get to around about there when the fireball goes hurtling in. Damocles, just to confirm, which one of the 3 have you been studying?
Let's go for the middle one. That just feels nice.
Middle's nice.
Yeah, it is.
That's the one that made the saving throw against the fireball.
Well, perfect. That's good then. Yeah, it's not waste. Not waste, right?
2 of them continue charging straight for Rhea. The one at the bottom kind of pivots and then heads towards you.
I didn't see that one really.
And I'll spend the stamina that's going to be required there for it to complete its movement and engage with you.
Well, I'm going to follow the plan and go and help Rhea.
Hey, I've been studying this middle one. I gotta go with it.
Right, so what we're going to do?
I just love how smug your character is.
Oh yes, look how cool I am. No, not again.
I'm going to do the easy one first.
How dare you?
Right there.
Oh my god.
You've drawn attention to yourself, and the orc grunt comes charging
Absolutely.
in to attack you. Ignoring Galad next to you, the partisan spear comes slamming in.
Did you put shield on? Or mage armor?
Mage armor, I believe, so. Yeah.
No, I've got the enchantments that my base armor is.
That's right, from the bracelet,
18.
the armor class enchantment. Yeah.
That's good.
Oh yeah, I learnt.
Okay, so I have got a 25.
Your armor class better than mine. Not in ours right now.
Are you looking to try and defend against the attack, or shall I deal damage?
Oh no, you shan't deal damage. I'll be attempting a dodge.
Dodge or a shield?
Oh
So you
yeah.
shield parrying the shield, which is
Right.
probably better than dodge.
Hang on, before you go any further, I forgot they got this. It's doing a furious attack against you.
Yeah, that's good.
Goodbye.
Did try to set him on fire.
So I have now got, that was a good roll,
That was
31.
furious.
The orc grunt furiously attacks. You can see he's out of kilter. The first attack against the orc grunt will have a +6 bonus to it.
Okay.
However, he's got +6 bonus to hit you, so I've got a 31 on my armor class to hit you.
And you've got an 18. armor
18.
class.
So you can't.
You can't dodge.
You can't
You
dodge.
can't dodge that.
No.
A shield parry will be hard
No.
as well.
So, am I dealing damage?
Yeah.
You'd have to get 31 inch.
So there's the squishy mage.
So, my furious attack now adds to my damage automatically. So, I'm starting with the 6. I've got a 2 and a 1. That's within reroll values. Oh, jeez, another 2 and a 1. You are so lucky. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 damage. You are so lucky. That could have been a lot worse.
Yep, it goes.
You nimbly move to one side as a partisan spear almost skewers you, leaving you a little bit exhausted but safe from harm. The other 2, however, continue towards their targets. So as they now get within, the first one begins to enter melee.
So as it does, I set to receive, spending 4 stamina.
Yeah, and you pull your halberd suddenly out of where it's hidden.
Swing round.
Yeah,
down.
I'm giving you a boon on this first attack because it wasn't expecting it.
Ooh. When 29.
It's going to take the hit. In fact, it has to take the hit.
It has to. Can't do anything about it. So 29.
Deal the damage. So this one failed its saving throw against a fireball, looking a little bit scorched and burnt, but still seems to be really fighting fit and raring to go.
And I get a reroll on a 1. 20.
20 damage.
Nice.
Oh, you almost skewer the grunt, but he manages to just get through. So I'm going to resolve this grunt's attack first. It too furiously attacks you, throwing defense to the wind. My furious is a 4.
So I get +6 to hit him on top of everything else.
Yeah. Okay, and in total I've got a 22. I think I'm going to spend stamina to do double efforts because I rolled a 2 on that d20. That's better. So I've got with the furious attack, I've got a 37.
That's definitely a hit.
A 2 swapped out for a 17.
And I think, I'm not able to parry that, am I?
No, he just completely takes you off guard. Your halberd's almost pushed to one side as his partisan spear comes slamming into you. And that is 15 points of piercing damage.
Oh no.
11 because I've got 4 physical resistance.
So your armor absorbs some of the blow, but then the second one, before you know it, is upon you. So are you going to interrupt and bring your halberd round to the second orc grunt?
Yes, please.
Off you go.
So that's another 4. Yeah, down to 11 stamina already.
That's nearly what my current one is. I've got 14 stamina total.
Oh, crit.
And slams straight into. So damage I'm looking at?
20 because I rolled 2 10s on my last one. So
20. This one looks hurt slightly, so this is the one you've marked. He almost runs himself through on your halberd, but managing to quickly move into your guard and furiously attacks you too. There's roars from all 3 of the orc grunts. It's only rolled a 1 of its furious attack, so it's not great.
Oh no, what a shame.
It's very furious.
And I got my bonus for the charge, so I've got 18, 19, 29 on this one.
low hit.
Let it hit. Reroll. It's not bad. So that's 16 damage, piercing damage, as it too gets within range and slams into you.
Ow. Okay.
Okay, and then I'm now going to quickly go back and do their swift actions. Yours does not have a swift action because they had to use it to close. Your 2 do. They bring their spears round and hit you with the other side of the spear.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
And
Maybe it was a good thing I drew one away.
I
Actually.
Yeah. Plan B's looking pretty good right now.
And I'm going to double efforts on that. That was a terrible roll. That's a lot better. 22 on this one now. As the pummel comes in.
Yeah, I am going to spend 2 to try and parry that.
You better off dodging.
I'm better off dodging, am I?
The mathematician over there worked out the odds
That's
for
3
you.
stamina, isn't it? To dodge.
It's the
It's another
stamina
point of
cost.
stamina.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm going to parry.
You need just an extra 15% chance of success.
And a crit.
Easily carrying the blow to And the second orc grunt also brings his in. That was cocked. And I've got a 26 on that one.
26. So I'm going to spend. No, I'm going to take that one.
Take that one.
Yeah.
And that is 11 bludgeoning damage this time.
Thank you.
So you're down to 15 hit points already.
Ranis red.
You have taken a severe pummeling there, having drawn the orc grunt's bar 1. And you have this orc grunt now bearing down on you. The orcs are done on round 1, leaving Damocles, Gallad, and Rhea to decide who wants to go next.
I'm going to try and take out that
Yeah.
one that's on you.
You
yeah,
go next.
Damocles, off you go.
Because I get a boon, the roll, and a +6 to hit him because of the Furious. Is that right?
So you're heading into the one above.
Yeah.
So that one rolled a 1 on its furious attack. So you get a 1 to your attack roll, +1.
Oh, I see. So it
The one
rolls
at the
up.
bottom moved here, and you went for the middle one. You
Yeah.
studied the middle one.
I'm going for the one I studied. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not a set value. It's what you roll. For the
It's
first
what
time.
I rolled.
I like that. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
So
I get a
furious
+1.
attack, the person doing the attack gets a bonus,
Yeah.
but then it's a bonus to the next attack against them.
Of course. So I'll go for the one I studied. So I get my D6. Is it a D6 or a?
It's a D6
It's not-
because you're invisible.
Yeah, and I've studied it. Do I get a greater boon? Or
No,
not?
no, you don't.
Right, so it's just a boon.
A boon is a boon.
Boon's
Yeah.
boon?
Have deflect.
Cool.
Yeah.
There we are. Right, let's go for best.
And don't forget your +1 on top.
That's pretty bad.
What are we looking like?
So I've currently rolled a 3 on the D20.
And don't forget double efforts.
We're doubling those efforts.
I think
Yeah.
doubling those efforts.
You're about to come in with the strike. It's not looking good. You quickly readjust.
You readjust.
And
Well, no, 6 after we double the efforts, which is.
Which is double, yeah?
Double the effort.
So hang on.
you quite literally doubled your efforts.
So my attack is +7. So I rolled a 3 on this. I'm getting +10, +11. If
Yeah.
I got the +1.
And your dice.
So it was a 6 plus the 11 gets me to 17. That's
17.
That's not good. So I'd have to fate point to.
If
to
you
change
really
that.
want to, you've got a hit right now, but it could be easily defended.
We've got to kill him, haven't we? Although we get to go.
Before them.
No,
before
you
them
don't.
again.
The rest of you dropped your initiative.
Initiative,
so
yeah.
round on round, you're now
Yeah, we're
going
behind
after
them now.
Okay, I think
Not me.
Not you. You get to go before them again.
I gotta take him out.
Yeah.
I gotta take
Is it a
fate
fate point?
We'll use fate point.
Off you go.
Give us another chance. Yeah. Okay. So what is this?
You get to re-roll your other dice as well.
So
It's
the
all
other dice is a
get-
boon. When you spend a fate point, it's your decision whether you re-roll the boon or not. If it's a bane, you have to re-roll it.
Okay.
A boon, you can decide
It's
to
a
keep.
3, so it's it could get better, couldn't it? So I've got a 10 so far. Plus a 7, plus 8, that's 18. Is that all? Okay, it's not looking as good as I thought. Yeah, I will re-roll this then. To 2 now.
It's 20 though, isn't it?
Oh man! 20!
20. So you got a 20 to hit. Let's have a look at the orc.
Actually, I did it my. Yeah.
The orc's going to attempt to parry that as you come in, but you can see the group are now beginning to look a little bit tired. You suddenly appear, your blade heading towards the orc. The orc reacts almost at the last minute to bring the parry round. I got a crit on the parry.
I
there's
was
a
never hitting
ching.
anyways, then, to be fair.
Yeah, as your rapier is just suddenly pushed to one side. Is there anything else? Have you got swift actions you want to take?
Double efforts, I think, isn't it? Was that the double efforts for Swift?
No, double efforts are free.
Free. Ah.
Yeah.
Yes. Just slap him with my offhand. That would be silly. No, I'm going to. I just conserve stamina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, a brave attempt, but the studied target is still there.
I didn't get anything above 10 on 3 rolls. That was
I know,
not
that was not good.
good. No, it's
Galad and Ria, who wants to go next?
If it's okay, I'll go next.
Okay, Ria, if you go.
So, first thing I'm going to do is a swift action.
Yeah.
I'm spending 3 stamina, and I am going to roar at these orcs. Ah! Very loud. So I'm basically using war cry.
Okay, so you're attempting to demoralize the orcs. All 3 are within range of hearing.
Okay.
Do you want to make your intimidation roll? So using intimidation skill, which I believe is 10 plus the CR, so
Yeah.
13.
So I have got.
How good are you at intimidating them?
I've rolled a 2, which means I've got 12, which is not good.
Not quite enough.
So I'm going to use a fate point.
Okay.
Because I'm not accepting that.
You begin to roar, but the sound of the river around
River,
is masking your.
At 13, because
Then
obviously.
you take a deeper breath and roar even more. This time, catching the attention of the grunts. So my saving throw is.
It's an insight gaze save.
So I need 14s. So pass, a fail, and a fail. So the one that's looking really badly hurt in front of you has passed. The other 2, so the one that Damocles is fighting as well, and the one that is in front of you, look somewhat unnerved and are now dazed.
Do you want me to do the d6?
Yeah, let's see how long it lasts.
5.
5 rounds. That's probably more than enough.
wow.
And just to add, I'm just adding on my stamina from the bless.
Yeah.
And now my action.
Yes.
So I'm dropping the halberd, drawing my maul, but then my action is actually to lay on hands. So I'm going to heal myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your halberds kind of drop, maul's out, and with that you quickly.
Ladwana, give me the strength to defeat these evil creatures.
Could you ask her for his name? For me as well?
So more stamina's crossed off, however, hit points are regained in the process.
Yeah.
Is that your action done?
Yep.
Galad.
I suppose I'd better distract this this grunt that's in front of.
In front of Damocles.
Looks fun, guys. Looks fun.
Close with it and spear attack
Okay.
with the old short spear.
Yeah, you're pretty much closed with it already, so.
Yeah, that's not great. I will use my new bonus feature of finesse
Yep.
strike
I could have used aid ally to help you.
You might be able to. In fact, you
still
still
can.
can. So let's do the finesse first.
finesse. Oh, it's only an extra 1. Annoying. And I will double efforts.
Okay.
Yeah, burn through this stamina.
Yep.
And it got worse.
So keep the original.
So
what are we
that's
looking at?
16.
16 is a miss. If you're going to.
Yeah, I'll
aid
aid
ally.
ally. So you can roll an extra d6.
Yeah. Oh, and add another 6 because this furiously
course it is.
attacked
Yeah.
with the 6. So you got.
So in fact, it would have been.
So it would have been
24.
22 before the aid ally.
And you've just rolled another 6.
Yes.
And that's 28 now. Okay, happy with that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to do anything against that. That's a good hit.
Okay.
So yeah, you bump into the grunt, and
Yeah,
the
I'm like,
grunt has already furiously attacked, and his defences aren't so great.
11 damage. Piercing.
And 11 damage, and it takes a kind of nick across the shoulder in the process from your spear. But it just seems to roar at that, albeit it is trembling slightly as it keeps glancing back at Rhea. It's a bit...
It's scary.
Yeah, it's scary. Yeah.
Can't reroll now.
Okay, and Galad, anything else?
And I will. Let me just double check. Is it a swift action to use the finesse strike, or is that one free as well?
No, that's free as well.
Then I'll conserve stamina. Get one of those stamina back. And then I'm done.
Okay, so as we move into round 2, the 3 orc grunts are still there. Tough opponents, but they're all looking... Grunt 1's looking really bad, the other 2 are looking kind of similar to each other. Xander, you are first to act before the orcs. What would you like to do?
So, how do I maybe not able to do it. Am I allowed to cast something? I'm allowed to cast a spell higher than its spell point to do extra damage.
No.
I'm not allowed.
You're allowed to...
So if something's 1, can I use 2?
You can uplift it to 2.
Ah,
Yeah.
there we go. Okay, good. So I am going to be really frightened. I am
really
going to, in my panic, I'm going to shout at it. I'm going to use an additional spell point. So I'm going to shout at it for 2.
For 2.
Really frightened. So it needs to make a physical spell saving throw, please.
Okay, I need 12 or higher. I got a 15, so it made the save. It almost begins to move out the way of the sound waves that emanate from you,
It's just half,
but it
isn't
will still take half the damage.
Yeah. What is with this
Whoa.
shout?
So that's 19.
No, it's D12s for you. And oh my god, blood begins to pour from its ears. Its one eye begins to bulge up as the sound wave smashes into it. It's still there, but it's not looking good at all.
That shout is insane.
Oh dear. I am going to spend 2 stamina and swift disengage.
Okay. Are you kind of
I'm
off
kind
the
of-
map?
Climb me!
Yeah, I'll be like moving not too far back, so I'm not completely abandoned because everybody's fine at the moment. Nobody's down.
Yeah. But you're kind of out
Yeah.
of range there,
Yeah.
and Galad's providing a blocker
Yes.
there for you.
Yes, correct.
Excellent. So the orcs are next. We'll start with the 2 around you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine. Don't worry.
It's gonna.
Oh, I
Right,
can
they're looking a little bit tired as a group, but they've still got a lot of energy in their fight. So
Okay.
You get 3 hit
3
points.
hit points back. Yeah,
yes, don't forget your
there we are.
spells that are up. So
That's a third damage. You said.
there's a roar as he furiously attacks you again. Oh, rolled a 6 this time.
Uh-oh.
So I have got a 30 to my hit.
Oh.
30. I can't do anything about that.
And it is 6 and a 4. I think they can reroll. No, they
They
can't
can't
reroll.
reroll,
No, this one can
Oh,
because
you
it's
can.
not demoralized, but the 4's above what it could. So that's 16 piercing damage in total. Your armor again absorbing some of it.
I am looking really. Oh, yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, I'm looking sore.
But then it is conserving its stamina for the group.
Good man.
Okay, the second one. So this one is demoralized.
Good.
So it can't do any rerolls. But let's see if it gets lucky. So it too is going to be furiously attacking you as they're just trying to intent on bringing
You are actually able to hit this, isn't it? So
It's only got a 2. Let's see what the D20 does. So D20 is 15, 25, 27 on this one.
Awesome.
So I am. I have to get 27 or more. There's no point dodging. Yeah, I can't dodge. I can't ever because my dodge is awful. So, 27.
Am I rolling damage?
Well, I need to get 18s or more. I'm gonna have to parry.
Okay, cross stamina. Let's see if.
You have got bless as well.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not a
bless
saving throw.
because- Throws.
It means you get your stamina back. But
Yeah.
No, I thought you got to roll. It adds.
Crit.
Got the 18 needed. Yeah.
Yeah.
You narrowly bring your maul between you and the incoming blow and manage to just deflect to one
But I
side.
haven't got enough stamina to do riposte, so.
So you can't take advantage.
Advantage,
This is the
but-
one that you're behind
Yeah,
Damocles.
it's alright, you're going to take it out.
yeah, sure, that's fine.
It hasn't done damage to me, that's all I care about.
Yeah, it's kind of taken with that, but it to conserve some stamina because they need the other guy too. So, Gallad, the one that you're with, kind of moves this side. You kind of look that side as it's suddenly around you, so it does a swift disengage.
No!
To step past you and slams its spear at you. So, they don't seem to like spellcasters.
No.
It furiously attacks you. I've only got a 2 on the furious. And then the attack comes in. So I've got a 27 in total.
That's fine, that's achievable.
Are you defending?
I don't know. I'm not very good at. I'm not used to dodging. Could you help me with my maths? Because I've got shields.
So you dodge D10, you've got 18 effective armor class,
Yeah.
which means you've got a range up to 28. So you need to roll 9 to
Oh.
dodge.
9 or a 10. Yeah.
But
1 in 5.
if you
Parry.
your shield spell might
Yeah.
be more. 27, you said it was?
Yeah. 27.
Because
Yeah,
your
27.
shield spell, I think, uses your spell melee
Yeah.
as,
Yeah.
as the base, plus whatever
Does.
the shield spell offers you.
1 reflect. We can reflect 5 parry. So how's that?
So,
Sorry, I
No,
What's
no, it's
your-
okay. So
what's
the
your
way the
spell
shield
attack?
spell works
Yeah.
is gives you a +7 parry bonus.
Yeah.
You would have uplifted this with your new level, so
Yes.
+8 parry bonus.
Yeah. So then I roll a D.
Plus your intelligence modifier.
4.
So you've got a parry with that shield of 14 plus your d20. And you would need to roll 27 or higher.
yeah.
That's a.
Yeah, so you can
That's a
direct
much
your shield
better
in.
chance.
It is a standard parry, so you need to spend the 2 stamina to do so.
13 or higher. So it's still a
So
hard
2.
roll, but it's achievable.
Yeah.
13. Fine.
Okay, and with that you bring your shield around. You're killing me here. Your shield comes up and interposes itself between you and the orc. The tip of the partisan spear he's carrying slams into it. The orc furiously growls, spends 2 stamina and brings the butt round to slam into you as well.
That's not
Does
going to do
my
as
shield-
much damage.
Is my shield still up?
Your shield is up, but
Yeah.
you didn't need to do another parry to bring it back in
Fine,
again.
fine, fine.
And this time, it is a 27 on the attack again.
I'm going to do the same thing.
So again, you spend the stamina to
Stamina.
direct
Yeah,
your
just-
shield
Just the
back
sound,
in
not the
again.
spell though.
No, the spell's up. So whilst
Yeah,
the spell
fine.
is up, you've got this shimmering shield on your arm,
Good.
and you can kind of bring it up.
No stamina.
If you fail this one's not going to do as much damage because it's the butt of the spear. So
Yeah.
This one's less crucial.
No.
Which is just as well.
Yeah, no, I did not. I wanted
No.
to.
So,
You double efforts.
you could if you want to.
Oh no, because that's a reflex, and then I suppose parrying is.
No, it's still considered an attack roll, so you can
Oh.
still double your efforts on a parry.
And that's just extra stamina, is it?
Yeah, 2 points to re-roll the d20.
I will try.
Because you, as you said, you've got stamina
No,
for
so it's
days.
still a hit. I don't get to re-roll my damage, so you only take 3 points.
Yeah,
Those
I'll take that.
re-rolls.
That's fine. Back down to where
The
I was.
demoralised orc, dazed, you can see not as confident anymore at delivering the blow, and he glances across you for 3 points of damage. Right, that's all my orcs done. They're looking quite tired as a group. Who would like to go next? Is it you, Damocles? To
I'll
try
try and
and
take out this one that I've been focusing on then. So I checked.
Finish him.
Yeah.
I don't get the boon as standard until I've done like 3 levels of observation. I'm only up to the 2nd tier.
Yeah.
So
when you studied a target for 6 days, which is your top, for you it would be 3 days.
now, but yeah, that's
then
when I
you
get a
gain
boon to
the
attack
boon.
them. So
Yeah.
I don't have the boon this time.
No.
So considering how badly I did last time, it's
You'll
going
be
to only
fine.
get better,
Have
right?
faith in your dice.
Well, we got a new one there entering the field, so let's just see how he goes. Okay. Hello,
We like
friend.
that one.
Hello, friend. So plus whatever reckless.
2.
Okay, so 18 plus a 7, and then there's nothing else, is there?
23.
Yeah.
Now you got Rhea next to you. I don't know whether you got
It's
enough.
25
Yeah,
actually.
25. Yeah,
25.
Ignore
for
anything
8
that
ally.
I've got in
No.
relation to stamina.
No stamina at all.
I have got very little stamina, and that's been used to try and stop me from falling over.
But then,
Fair
so do they. So he's not going to have much in the way of parry options, hopefully.
So, happy with the 25?
Let's do 25. That seems about right.
Yeah. I need a 15 or higher on that, or... Yeah, 15 or higher. Right, attempts to parry you. And you can see they are getting exhausted now as a group. You're beginning to break their morale. The parry is a 15.
No.
I'm so sorry. Your moment to shine is... again, you lunge forward. The orc almost lazily brings his spear around and knocks your rapier off to one side again.
Enough of that lazy. Just saved his life by a hair there, that little... Right, okay. We've got nothing else, no other attacks, is there? Unfortunately.
Offhand.
I haven't got an offhand weapon. I've got a shield. I can twonk him in the face with a shield. No. I don't think I've got anything else then. I just have to... have to conserve, I think, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, conserve your stamina. These 3 orc grunts seem to be lasting a lot longer. They're not the weaklings the goblins turned out to be. These are true orcs.
Oh, we knew they were strong, but I mean, yeah, it's just they've got lucky, dude.
I know. So, Gallad and Rhea, who wants to go next?
You want to, shall I?
Sure.
You go next.
Am I actually engaged with this one that's
So it's now moved away from you
Right, okay.
to close.
The screaming is under.
Xander.
Absolutely. Well, Xander clearly has a grip of this, so I'm going to go over and help her. So, yeah, I'm going to go and close.
What I'm going to do is just leave you two there. You're kind of,
You can
tussling.
have your own little fight over there.
I love that you just see him screaming.
And Gallad, are you kind of coming up?
He's got it. It's fine.
So alongside the two there.
Yes, but alongside Rhea, because I'm going to drop Restore Vigor on myself, cast it on you instead as an action.
Okay.
And then as a swift, I'm going to attack with my bladed shield.
Don't forget your bless as well for your stamina.
Yes, yeah. Puts me back up to that. So yeah, bladed shield, offhand attack against the...
Where you feel
Correct, in front.
the warming touch of your friend as Gallad comes alongside, and the healing nature of Raphael begins to course through you. As you then bring your
That's
bladed
what,
shield
three
straight
hit
into
It'll be 3
at the start of
rounds.
your turn.
Start my turn.
Yeah.
Every little helps.
Puts me back into double figures.
So attacking with the bladed shield, I've got a 24 plus whatever the...
So this one is the +2's already been used, unless you're attacking that one there. That one there.
If I can reach, then yeah, sure.
absolutely. From where you are, so that's +6.
So that's 24, 30, and just for good measure, because I've just got the thing back, I'll also throw a finesse strike on as
Make
well.
sure it's a very, very good hit.
So it's just an extra 1, so 31.
31, and yeah, that definitely pushes it out of any chance of me defending. It's a solid hit. Your bladed shield comes scratching, slicing across the orc.
This one's looking really messed up as well, I think.
Yeah. Can I ask about the D12?
It's a D4. It's a
it's a D4.
One to four repeated.
Of course it is.
Yeah. I just need to remember
The
not
D12's
to
a
roll it
D4.
as a D12.
Yes.
I like those D4s.
They are good.
They do roll a little easier. So that's 7 damage.
7 damage. However, you
too
just
much.
slice through the armor, and the orc is straight across its chest, up through its face, and the orc drops in a spray of blood. Can we have a D6 roll from you as well?
Certainly. 1.
Okay, but the other 2 are now beginning to glance backwards. You can see they think they've probably bitten off a bit more than they can manage.
Hey, maybe they weren't enough for disengage, and that's when I can hit them.
Maybe.
Okay,
So that's me done.
that
Over
is
to
you
you.
done, which means Rhea, it is across to
You get a stamina and 3 hit points.
That's 3
Yeah.
hit points. That is definitely needed. And I'm gonna hit. No, I'm not. Commanding voice. Can you spend 2 stamina?
Yeah, I got stamina for days tomorrow.
Finish him!
And with that, Rhea, you command Damocles to strike again.
Good idea, let's do it, okay. 18. That's a good start. Do I still get the +2 on him as well?
No, there's +2's been spent.
Okay. Same, then 25.
So
Hang on.
18, 25.
And I am going to aid my ally by pushing her in front because I've got enough.
And with that, you
stamina
knock
to do
the
it.
orc off tilt.
And you get a D6, so you will get 2.
That's still 27.
That's the 2 I was after earlier,
There
so
you
that's
go.
fine. 27.
Yeah, happy with that?
Well, he's probably not got much stamina, so let's get that last reserve out of him. Go on, yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm happy. I got 2 stamina left in their pool, but I'd need like a 17 or higher.
I believe you can do it, kid.
I believe I can do it too, Rob.
Yeah.
Right. The orc in desperation brings
Everything that's happened today
his
tells me you
spear
can do it.
around. Oh, it's a 20. This orc exhausted
On the plus side, it can't disengage anymore. Swiftly.
manages to just block your rapier again 3 times, Damocles. 3 times you have tried to strike your studied target.
Got a very prominent weak point. I just can't hit it.
It's like a specific part on the bottom of the tube.
It's his big toe,
It's
isn't
his
it?
face. I've sat here for an hour and I've learned that his sweet spot is stabbing him in the face.
You're not good at that.
We have
If you can do
I
that,
do know goblins. I was great at stabbing the goblin in the face. Orcs, a little bit higher up. See?
Okay.
so
my-
Rhea, back to you.
My swift action is I am going to swift disengage, and I am going to move next to the one next to Xander.
Right, your commanding voice was a swift action.
Oh, that was swift, wasn't it?
I was just double checking you.
Oh my god, yes. So I can still hit it. Oh, I'm
You
sorry,
can
I'm
still
going to
hit
hit
it.
it.
No, please do. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I can't do the swift disengage anyway. Actually, I can do a swift disengage anyway. I haven't got the stamina.
Okay, off you
So
go.
I'm going to just smack it in the face. Sorry.
No, well, please.
No, I'm not going to smack it in the face
It sucks, doesn't it?
because that is a 2, and unless it's an 11, we'll
No,
hit it
it's
in the
not.
face.
And you got
I'm
nothing
gonna
to
miss.
second.
I can't do
You're
anything else.
exhausted. You're almost
This guy-
defenseless. There's more behind his chest.
Blocking everything.
Sorry,
It's all gone
Xander.
swimming.
I can't
So well.
I think we're at the end of round 2. So
Yeah.
we move to round 3. The 2 remaining orcs managed to recover 2 stamina in total, so they're looking exhausted, and yeah, the orc grunts are now looking to probably try and get help. Xander,
Finish him.
you're first to act.
I will be shouting at him again, and I will once again upcast.
That's fine. It has this time failed. Its mouth is opened as you shout, the sound waves going straight into the... What? Is that a max damage roll?
Max damage
Oh my
roll.
god, you don't need to be an invoker. And the head explodes as the orc grunt crumples to the floor
What is
dead.
with your shouts?
I don't know.
They're insane.
Xander is exhausted. He's like, 1, 2, 3.
Could you roll a d6 as morale damage as well?
See, I knew you had it.
You got
2.
2.
You got plenty of hit points.
The remaining
No, but my
orc
stamina.
As it stands,
caught between the three of you looks desperate at this point.
He's lost his last 2
What
stamina.
else would you like to do, Xander, before we move on?
I don't think I can do anything.
You could do conserve stamina.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll just kind of
Yeah.
against the rock, like, and I conserve a stamina.
Okay.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
The remaining orc is exhausted.
Finish him.
You shy?
You're looking pretty bad though, aren't you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm definitely
Yeah, fine.
looking dodgy.
In desperation, it just stabs towards you. It's got 23.
Bastard.
That hits, but I can do nothing.
It is currently demoralized, so I don't get any re-rolls on my damage, so whatever comes up. And that's 13 piercing damage as it just slams in towards
Well, what can I say as I topple over?
you. Don't topple over yet.
No, I don't, because it's how much did you say?
13.
Damage
Take
is
No,
four off.
fine.
I was saying
Fine.
Yeah. Those 3 hit points kept up.
Didn't they?
That's about 3 hit points.
You take the
I'll just
blow,
a sack of
but
hit
you're
points
looking a
waiting to be
little...
spent, right?
Yeah.
And then it's going to conserve its stamina to try and get enough to get out of this. So, Damocles, Galad, and Rhea, who would like to go next? Damocles?
I
Is that you,
cannot.
Damocles?
I
Should we
cannot.
finish it off before done?
Come on, Damocles, you can do it.
God, this is a studied target. You're going to...
You hear his, you
The
hear his
orc
hand
is
go,
exhausted. Its spear, the way it's moving is quite slow. You think, just land the blow, it cannot
you
parry.
hear Xander in the back, let's just hit it in the face!
19! Plus all the other extra
Yeah,
stuff.
that's fine. You hit. Let's have damage.
Can I just check? Did you roll a 19?
I've rolled a 19.
All right. What's your crit range? Just double
I
check.
don't think it's
20.
increased yet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
20.
you need
That's fine.
grandmaster.
I'm a master,
for it to
not
increase.
grandmaster yet. That'll be the same if I got a crit. Right, so I've got D10s, so D10 plus another D10 because I'm doing rending,
Yep.
plus a D8 from the weapon, and a D8 from
Your
being a
proficiency.
master. So,
Come on, finish
go.
him.
4 damage.
well, I got rerolls. It can only get better than 4. That is a 3. That's a 1. That's a 2.
It wasn't far off.
You rolled.
Do your rerolls.
What do you reroll?
I can reroll the 1 and the 2.
Yeah, so you got 3 currently and higher than the
So it's
3?
become a 9 and a 1 again.
Yeah.
Really? So, 10, 14, 17.
It's not bad. And with that, you run through the orc grunt with your rapier.
in the face.
After finally trying to get some purchase, I kick that bastard in the weak knee. No, he's had the whole time. Kick him over and just stab him in the face. Like, ah! Weak spots, the face. And the knee.
And with that, the orc grunt kicked to the floor and then driven through by your rapier. It lies dead. The roaring of the river is all you can hear around you, and as you all glance towards the cave, there's nothing else emerging. Exhausted, some of you almost spent, you now catch your breaths.
Cool.
Barely at all.
Bartholomew will probably circle back round.
Yeah, well, Bartholomew is really staying behind you in that, but
Yeah.
trusting you, you well-trained.
Yeah, he would have run off. He knows when to back off. He's
Exactly.
been trained.
Yeah.
So he comes trundling up. Re-put my halberd on him. Oh, that was tough. Thank you, Xander. That's probably saved. You pulling that one off probably really helped.
Quick adjustment to plan, quick thinking.
Yeah.
Well done. More of that, please.
He's like, he's shattered. He's like, it's my skill.
Clap you on the back. That it is.
I'm on the floor.
I think we want to have a rummage through any possessions these guys have
Yes.
before we
Yeah.
toss them in the river, because
Yes.
I don't think we want to leave bodies lying
No,
around
I
it.
agree with you.
Yes, I'll go for one. I'm on the floor, I'll just kind of reach towards it.
Alright, just
Ears
take
without-
take a minute just to regain my breath and
Yeah.
just.
I've got to straighten my hair. That's about the only adjustment I need to make.
Okay.
Apart from their very sort of tribal gear, they got hide armor, but it's not well made. The partisan spears are kind of crudely put together. Javelins, really
Don't
rudimentary. But you do find scattered amongst them 37 pennies.
That's good. That's like, 7 ether spells.
7 spell ethers, yeah.
That's very good going. I think we toss in the river.
Toss them in the river.
And with that, you quickly toss them over the cliff down and into the river. The
You guys are
rapids
looking
below.
at me to do it, I'm just like getting buff on.
Whilst you're doing this, you notice, Damocles, at the cliff, you kind of glance to one side, there is a small ledge down along the cliff that also seems to lead into the same area.
Okay. So
And
we
a small opening there.
guys,
Why didn't you spot them?
because I was looking at orcs, not for alternative ways in.
You were studying that guy's knee.
Yeah, I was really intent to do something with that, and we got there eventually. There's an opening in the cliff down there. Might be worth a look. Someone who can see in the dark without making too much noise. No, we don't have anyone like that.
No, one or the other, I think.
It's one or the other, isn't it?
Relatively dexterous.
Yeah, it was the not making much noise bit we meant in a.
I won't shout. I know when to shout and not to.
It's okay. It's okay.
Don't look at me, I'm being stealthy!
I'm not good at it, but that's okay.
Let's.
It's my.
I didn't know you wanted to be upgraded to bait.
Let's put it this way: we couldn't have accessed that ledge and not been noticed by them, given our.
It would have been difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with our little donkey. So I think we perhaps want to consider scouting this out. I can do the scouting bit. In order to actually tell you what I've seen, that'll be a bit trickier because I won't be able to see in the dark. I don't think. I've got like a hooded lantern or anything, do I?
Looking into the cave, you can just see it stretching off into darkness ahead of you. There is a slight kind of glimmer of light off to the one side, but it's more reflected from something within the cave itself.
So we might want to scope out this alternative entrance because they might not be expecting someone to come from that way. It could be.
It might be worthwhile.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get a rope. I'll knot the rope.
We still got a climbing kit.
Yeah, but at least then we've got a knotted rope for you. We can just, that'll make it a lot easier
Yes,
to climb down.
you've used the rope knotted before, so
Yeah,
you've just left it as a
It's
knotted rope.
rope, so we can do that. It just means
Rank of athletics. Just
To
for this
give you an
occasion.
idea, the sort of round here.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's difficult to get to.
So when you say how did I not notice that?
Yeah, okay.
You were mostly here, but throwing the bodies off, you kind of look there. And
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's very difficult to get to, but there is a ledge that seems to lead into this part of the cliff.
Yeah. What's the risk? Is we tumble into the river, basically.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I think at that point it's hand in your character sheets, and thank you very much.
Maybe we rethink this and go with plan A, which is through the front door.
Through the front
to be
door.
honest. That seems like quite a high stake.
but it's nice to know that's there because it'll give us an indication. Or, well, we could give it a go, but yeah, if we don't do it well, there is a likelihood of death.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the scale surface, but I don't think the rest of you have. So
No. So the other option is you go in with your scale surface, see what you can see, and then come back out
we'll be able to see anything.
because you can't
Because I
see.
can't see in the dark. So like, yep, it's dark.
It's dark.
We're coming back, guys.
But you said that you could see a slight glow coming through, can't you?
No, that was in the cave.
Yeah,
Was it in the cave or was it-
main cave? I think.
Something reflecting.
Dean,
Sorry.
where was the slight glow you mentioned coming from?
Within the cave, kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah, so there is a possibility you might be able to see something once you get to that glow, but there's a big risk with
It's
it.
a risk. I think we probably just did
Front door.
So at least we're all together.
Yeah?
Given that last fight, I think we could do with sticking together. It's
Yeah.
fine.
As the resident pessimist, I think we should probably point out that that does mean that if we go in this way, that could be a possible avenue of escape for these orcs.
Yeah.
From that ledge, how safe a jump to the river would it be for them?
You're still massively. You're probably 200 odd feet above the river there.
No, that's down.
That's no escape. Yeah.
And there's rapids and all sorts down there. It's very turbulent. Anybody falling over the edge, you'd have to be incredibly lucky and
I'm not going that way.
survive the rapids and then be able to swim.
Yeah. Orcs don't tend to run away from conflict either.
Yeah.
These two that we've been chasing weren't necessarily running away from conflict, but they did regroup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can consider that avenue of escape as covered, to be honest, unless they can fly.
Just pointing out the problems we might face.
No, I'm with you on that, but I think we're probably okay on that front, but
Okay.
we'll see. There's no rope or anything hanging down from there, and I mean 200 feet. There's no way.
It's quite a distance away. You can't really make out. Not that you can see.
We'll consider it, and we'll try and, as we're scanning around, figure out where it goes to, and from where, so we can.
Cool.
I'm simply thinking if I'd made this my base and there was some sort of exit, I'd want it as a bolt hole, and I'd probably put some sort of rope ladder or something,
It would make sense.
given time to prepare.
Let's see what we find inside. If I can reconnect and come around to it, I can see if there's a rope ladder, and I can just cut half of that. It's like, oh, you're running away, guys. Oh, okay. Oh, shame we can't catch you, and then just watch them fall off the cliff.
Yeah, we could
That
always-
would be funny. I'm not being suggested they are orcs. We're allowed to find that funny. Okay,
Anyway,
let's
moving
sneak
on.
in. Yeah, let's sneak in the cave and see what we can find out.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to need lights.
Are we going to do it with some light sauce?
We're going to have to, I think.
Yeah.
I don't need light.
Alright, well. Do you want to scout ahead?
No.
Okay.
I will drop the restore vigor on you, Damocles, for the time being,
Fine by me.
to cast light on an object, whatever you want to hold.
Right, so you're casting light. Light doesn't go on an object, it just hovers alongside you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damocles slightly in the front or just sticking together as a group for numbers?
Yeah, slightly in front, tracking, searching for traps, the usual cautious
Okay.
adventure stuff.
Right, do you want to make a tracking roll first of all?
Yeah. Oh, it's friendly dice at the moment. Oh, I've said it now, haven't I?
You just cursed it.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It
guys.
doesn't like combat, man. It's probably
Ooh,
Yeah, it's fairly easy, but the higher the roll, the more specific information you're going to get.
I guess now that we've gone indoors, I suddenly become more competent.
No,
with my-
because it's a natural cave.
Oh, so it's not
Doesn't
dungeon.
count as urban.
Oh, urban or dungeon, yeah, built.
Yeah.
Oh,
It has to be built.
that's fine. I still get 27.
27?
Yeah.
That's good enough. So you're beginning to get a picture of the number of orcs that have been through here. They're much bigger than the 5 that you've thought. You're beginning to filter over the few days that they've kind of made this their base. You think there's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, an additional 5 grunts.
Oh no.
The shaman and his warrior.
Yep.
But you're then examining certain areas, the large paw prints and stuff. They got a warg.
Ooh. Right.
I think
So
we need to try and draw them out.
huge wolf, bred by the orcs.
Alright. Fine.
Let's back out. Have you told us this?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just wondering about drawing them out. You've already proven you're very effective with fire. I'm just wondering if we get a load of brush and dried stuff, and we could potentially, I hate to say it, smoke them out. If there's a fire, they're going to smell the smoke. They might come to investigate. They might send someone to investigate, so we can start sort of picking them off. I don't fancy that almost took me out that first fight.
Yeah.
The 5 of them, plus the shaman warrior and the warg, that's going to be really tough. If we're going to do this, we need to draw them out.
There's no scenario I can see where we take on the group and survive in one go.
No, we need to draw them out. And we need to make sure that we can't be cornered, so that if we need to get out of there, we can. Whereas if we're in enclosed environments, we might be needing that rope ladder that we think that they've got. I don't know, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the only option we've got if we're going further is to be careful about this and planned. Yeah.
You know,
But
I don't think going in, sort of sticking one's head round and saying hi and then running off is the best idea. But I was thinking something like smoke, something that's a bit more natural, might draw them out or might send someone to investigate.
Presumably, eventually, they're going to send somebody to relieve these grunts that have been guarding.
Yeah, so we can just wait for them to swap shifts.
that's true.
Shifts, yeah. I think that's a
Possibly.
good idea.
And it would be remiss of me not to mention that we could just return to Farnborough and warn everybody and not continue on
I
a
can't leave
suicidal
these
mission.
here.
No,
I can't.
Yeah.
If they disappear off, if they go somewhere else, we've got no idea where.
Just raising the option.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
No, it's a valid option, but I'm with Ray on this one. I think we've got to do our part to weaken them as much as we can, ideally completely. Okay. Is there the sort of stuff around the area to set a fire?
Not really.
No.
Maybe we just wait and see if they do swap over.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The only thing is, if they all decide to come out, maybe if they're all doing something, they come out together, then we've got a problem. But if they're just going to swap over, we don't know what they're planning. So.
Yeah, exactly. So if they do just swap the guards, whilst they work out what happens to the last ones, we have a repeat.
We drop them.
Yeah. This time, we're going to do it quicker and more efficiently. Yeah, and if the whole lot come out, then we lag it.
Or we follow at a distance.
Oh, see where they go.
Yeah. If the whole lot come out, we follow so that we can work out where they're going, and if the opportunity presents itself, then we can do something. If they decide to swap over guards, then we can have a repeat of what we've just done. Quite like Xander's fluids planning here.
Hey? No what?
Your fluids planning.
Yes. I
Okay.
remembered I could do something cool. I thought I'm going to do something cool.
You did.
It was distinctly cool.
It's not for them. It's quite hot for them.
Bit warm.
Hey, I like it. Shall we,
I vote wait.
yeah, let's do that then.
I can have a sit down.
Yeah.
We've also been travelling all night.
It means that we
And
can rest,
they
we can
please.
keep an eye on what's happening,
Yeah.
and at the point where they start, because we've not left the bodies there, so they're going to start nosing around. We can keep an eye out. We just need to be really careful.
Alright.
There'll be enough time to struggle about, presumably.
Right,
So-
have a look round the cave entrance, Dean.
Yeah.
Now, I'm fairly sure there's nowhere good to sort of hole up, but using survival, is there anything I can set up sort of a delve or something where we're going to be less visible
The moment you go into the cave, it's quite difficult. The cave seems quite smooth.
outside of the cave? I'm saying?
Outside the cave, we had it up there earlier.
Yeah.
There's areas to hide, but it's hiding whilst keeping an eye on what's going on. If you hide outside, you got less warning of when orcs arrive, because
Yeah.
until they come to the edge of the cave, you won't notice them. If you try and find somewhere in the cave, their dark vision will probably see you long before you see them.
Yeah. I think we just sort of camp out in front of the cave then.
Yeah, but find somewhere where I can at least make it
Yeah, so you're
A
kind of
bit.
as close to the cave as you can, but as
Yeah.
out of view as you possibly
Yeah.
can be. Okay. You have been going all night. You've just had a very heavy combat encounter. You're all beginning to feel the effects of fatigue. So can I ask you all to make endurance skill checks? You're looking for a DC 15.
Oh, joyous.
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good?
I'm good.
Nope.
No.
23.
And over that side?
Nope, but quite possibly a temporary fate point.
Okay.
Let's go for it. Nope, still.
I might do the temporary fate point as well.
Yeah. Off you go.
No!
So two of you, you're able to continue. You're fine. You two, now that things are beginning to slow down, you're beginning to yawn, you're beginning to struggle to keep your eyes open. You both now have the reeling condition. You're reeling from tiredness. It means until you take a rest, any stamina costs are increased by 1. It takes more effort now to do stuff.
Were we planning to get a rest in?
Well, I'm thinking, I'm feeling okay-ish.
Yeah, so
Maybe, why don't these two bed down?
yeah, we'll keep an eye out.
We keep an eye out,
And if nothing happens, then we can just swap over.
then we can swap that. Actually, I'll bed down now, get some kip with these, because,
That makes sense.
yeah, and then you come wake me and I'll cover. So we'll do half and half watch, and we'll swap over, but they get a full.
Okay. So you're basically waiting for when there's the new grunts arrive. If there's going to be a
Yeah.
a rotation amongst their watch,
Yeah, that's right.
whilst you yourselves have a rest. So the two of you kind of bedding down immediately to try and get 8 hours.
Yeah,
you
I'll
as
just
well.
take a couple of hours.
Okay.
And then
And then swap
basically
with Damocles. So
swap
about
over.
4 hours for you, so you get like a bit of a partial, and then
Yeah.
Damocles.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we both get some partials just to.
Sounds good.
Okay. So
You can see how tired Damocles is. Not Damocles, sorry, Xander is. He literally just passes out on the floor.
Doesn't even roll out his 10
No, just like,
yeah.
no, oh, he's not going
I
to
put
get 10.
I put Xander to bed. There we go.
It's like a baby.
Yeah, took him in. There we go. Right, you bed down.
on the edge of this cliff, the raging waters below, the two of you, especially you, Xander, you just can't keep your eyes open and you collapse down. And
It's like white noise, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is. It's actually really soothing. And Galed, yeah, you decide you need to get
Same.
a bit of shut-eye. The two of you, so Damocles, you keep a very close eye on the cave, waiting, wondering if there is all these things kind of going through your head now, which is, well, do the grunts go back and then the next 3 come out? So will that not be noticed? Or do the 3 stay here and then they get relieved by 3 more grunts? And just how complicated are orcs? Do they think in that way?
Right, yeah.
Because you've only seen them pretty much as savages and rushing towards and attacking in this kind of furious manner. The hours begin to go past as you begin to have these thoughts of exactly what's going to happen whilst keeping a beady eye out on the cave.
Yeah, one of the things I would have done is these two would have been bedded down around the edge. I
Yeah.
literally just be sat next to you, just so that if anything, you can just
Yeah.
smack me.
That's fine.
However, nothing happens. There's no movement. And as the hours begin to tick past, 4 hours have gone at this point.
We agreed to do the swap.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we'll swap shifts then.
yeah.
Yeah.
I take over.
And you take over.
You get some kit, but again, because it means I can nudge you, you can go wake them, and
Yeah, I'll just
if we need to.
sit
Yeah.
there.
So you take over watch and the hours begin to tick further forward. The skies above have become very turbulent and overcast, but you don't sense any rain on the horizon.
Yeah, there's no change in the weather, June.
It's becoming just very very overcast, very blustery with its overcastness. And as you think and look at what's happening around, looking ahead, you think it's going to be like this for a few days now. It's come to roughly midday when your two friends begin to rouse. You've probably done the right thing. Nothing's happened. No one's come to relieve the three grunts. Hopefully they're not considered to have gone missing. But nothing's happened. The two of you are now very rested. You get all your temporary fate points back.
Excellent.
And you're no longer reeling from
Oh, I
tiredness.
don't.
No, we don't go.
You don't, because you don't have a full rest.
It's fine. Don't need fate points anyway, they didn't help me.
No, not me actually.
Still
It made it
rubbish,
worse.
so it's fine.
And with that, are you planning to wait and see if something does happen?
My concern is that there's a way out
Yeah.
somewhere else, but I think it's probably worth waiting a few hours, isn't it?
Sure.
Then we can maybe have a nose around the cave.
Yeah.
And you've got rations to eat at this
Yeah.
point as you're quite hungry.
Having had some rest and now able to think more clearly, it isn't too late to go back to town.
It's a great idea.
Just putting the option out there.
And
That's your catchphrase, isn't it? I love that.
Repeating himself is his skill.
and after having some more food and resting, you continue to wait the hours out.